While tributes are pouring in around the world, the Pope's passing is being felt deeply here in Atlanta.
Especially in the Latin American community, where his background and his beliefs brought a renewed sense of belonging to the Catholic Church. Our Caitlin Ross is live tonight in Decatur with more on how his legacy lives on. Caitlin.
Jonathan, this Pope made such an impact, and you're right, so many people saw themselves reflected in his story. He was the first Latin American Pope, the first Jesuit Pope, and so many people were inspired by his message.
I'll never forget what he said that day.
Father Bob Hussey met Pope Francis twice and says his presence was as powerful as his preaching.
He was so inspiring himself just by his message and his presence.
One moment stuck with him, the end of Mass.
He went up and blew out the candles on the altar by himself, so yeah, he wasn't having everybody do everything else for him.
Born in Argentina, Pope Francis brought a distinctly Latin American voice to the Vatican, a voice rooted in humility, social justice, and compassion.
He's known for wanting to make the church a more open and welcoming place. I think he's had a special emphasis on care for the poor and the marginalized in our world.
That message echoed loudly in Atlanta, where 12% of the population now identifies as Latino. And for many, his leadership gave them new visibility in their faith.
I guess expanded the idea of, more Americans, Latin Americans, Hispanic Americans vying for, a future in the Catholic Church, being more prominent.
Michael Alvarado returned to the Catholic Church recently and says it was the Pope's actions that drew him back.
Who was a servant of servants. He washed the feet of prisoners. He loved, and I think that love was inspiring for me.
People in the Catholic faith will now enter into a 9-day period of mourning, but the Pope's legacy, that will live on in the hearts of everyone who loved him. Reporting live in DeKalb County, Caitlin Ross, 11 Alive News.
That is for sure.